Today, Karthikeyan vs. Van Foreest, Chennai GM 2025. A Berlin-style Lopez that becomes a battle of passed pawns and active pieces. Let's go move by move. First move e4. White grabs the center and frees his light-squared bishop. One move black replies with e5. Black mirrors, classical central symmetry. Second move to white plays knight f3. Develops with a threat on e5. Two move to black replies with knight c6, defends e5 and develops the knight. Third move white plays bishop b5, Lopez, pressure on c6 and the knight. Third move to black replies with knight f6, Berlin-ish development, heading toward a solid setup. Fourth move to white plays short castling. White secures king and keeps options for d4. Fourth move to black plays with knight takes e4. Black snags the e4 pawn, typical Berlin tactics. Fifth move to white d4, immediate central counter. White opens lines for pieces. Fifth move to white plays knight d6. The knight retreats to a safer but active square. Sixth move to white plays bishop takes c6. White exchanges to weaken black's queenside structure. 6. dxc6, VO. Black accepts doubled pawns but opens the d file. Seventh move to white plays d takes e5. White regains central space and simplifies. Seventh move black replies with knight f5. Knight heads to an active square eyeing g3 e3. Eighth move white plays queen takes d8 check. Early queen trade, standard Berlin simplification. Eighth move white plays king takes d8. Black, king steps out. Endgame-like structure is forming. Ninth move knight c3. Development with an eye on d5 and e4. Ninth move bishop d7. Solid development, connecting ideas on the queen side. 10th move white plays h3. Prophylaxis, stops pins and gives king a flight square. 10th move black replies with h6. Symmetric, keeping the g5 square in check. 11th move white plays b3, prepares bb2 and secures c4. 11th move black replies with king c8. King tucks away toward queenside safety. 12th move white plays bishop b2. Fianchetto aims at the long diagonal. 12th move black replies with a 5, gains space and prevents b4 from white. 13th move white plays rook f1. Rook centralized behind the e-file, ready for action. 13th move black replies with bishop b4, pins and pressure on the queen side. 14th move white plays a 3, forces the bishop's decision. 14th move black replies with bishop takes c3. Black exchanges to reduce white's central control. 15th move white plays. Bishop takes c3, white recaptures with tempo, bishop now active. 15th move black replies with bishop e6. Black places a bishop on an active central square. 16th move white plays b4, white expands on the queen side, seeking initiative. 16th move black replies with a takes b4. Black opens the file and tries to trade. 17th move white plays a takes b4. White keeps the rook file semi-open. 17th move white plays rook takes a 1. Black wins material by capturing on a 1, active play. 18th move to white plays rook takes a 1. White recaptures and keeps rooks active. 18th move black replies with king b8. King to b8, safer behind pawns. 19th move to white plays g4. Aggressive kingside motion, white seeks play. 19th move black replies with knight e7. Knight reroutes to shore up kingside defenses. 20th move white plays king h2. Tucks the king away and avoids tactics. 20th move black replies with g5. Black counterpunches on the king side, sharp play. 21st move white plays king g3. Bold king walk, getting closer to central action. 21st move white plays knight g6. Knight heads to g6 to contest key squares. 22nd move white plays rook e1. rook into the center behind the pawn. 22nd move, black replies with b6, solidifying queenside dark squares. 23rd move to white plays knight d4, knight takes a strong central post. 23rd move, black replies with king b7, king to b7, coordinating with rook activity. 24th move, white plays bishop d2, repositions the bishop to influence center and kingside. 24th move, black replies with rook a8, rook looks for activity on the file. 25th move, white plays c3, locks squares and prepares b4 c4 play. 25th move, black replies with rook a2, rook invades, an aggressive idea to harry white. 26th move, white plays bishop e3, bishop centralizes and eyes kingside targets. 26th move, white plays bishop d5, counters in the center and controls key diagonals. 27th move, white plays knight f5, knight invades, threatening g7 and h6. 27th move, white plays knight takes e5, black captures in the center, simplifying tension. 28th move, white plays knight takes h6, tactical shot. White sacrifices exchanges to crack king cover. 28th move, black replies with rook a3, rook becomes extremely active on the third rank. 29th move, white plays rook c1, rook to the open file, fighting for control. 29th move, black replies with f6, push to chase knights and shore up e5. 30th move, white plays bishop d4, bishop centralizes, hitting the heart of black's camp. 30th move, black replies with knight d3, knight jumps deep, active central post. 31st move, white rook b1, rook to b1 contests the b file and limits the rook. 31st move, black replies with knight e5, knight reroutes to a more flexible square. 32nd move, white plays knight f5, knight returns to put pressure on kingside. 32nd move, black replies with knight f3, knight invades f3, lively tactical threats appear. 33rd move, white plays bishop takes f6, bishop removes a key defender, opening lines to black, king. 33rd move, black replies with knight d2, knight hops to d2, aiming tactical forks and counters. 34th move, white plays rook e1, rook centralizes and prepares to remove the knight. 34th move, black plays knight e4 check, counter check, black seeks complications. 35th move, white plays rook takes e4, rook trades to blunt black's counterplay. 35th move, black replies with bishop takes e4, bishop recaptures, keeping central control. 36th move, white plays f4, white opens lines and fixes black's pawns. 36th move, black replies with c5, black strikes back at the center to generate play. 37th move, white plays b takes c5 vo, white captures, creating a passed pawn possibility. 37th move, black replies with b5, black blocks and pushes for counter play on the queen side. 38th move, white plays f takes g5, white opens the king side and wins material. 38th move, black replies with b4, black continues the pawn storm, distracting white. 39th move, white plays king f4, white king marches to influence the endgame, active king. 39th move, black replies with b3, advanced passed pawn becomes a real menace. 40th move, white plays c4, white blocks and fixes the structure, freeing the c file. 40th move to black plays bishop d3, bishop to d3 centralizes and eyes weak squares. 41st move, white plays h4, white pushes to create an outside passer and open lines. 41st move, black replies with rook a6, rook tries to swing into defense of the queen side in 6th rank. 42nd move, white plays h5, further opens black's king side shelter. 42nd move, black replies with rook takes f6, black captures on f6 to reduce white's pawn majority. 43rd move white plays g takes f6, white recaptures. Now a dangerous connected passer on f-file. 43rd move black replies with bishop takes c4. Black captures on c4, striking back at white's structure. 44th move white plays h6. White, outside passer, advances decisive in many endgames. 44th move black replies with bishop g8. Bishop retreats to a defensive post. 45th move white plays c6 check, the decisive breakthrough. White's passed pawn charges with check. 45th move black plays king a7. Black sidesteps, but here the critical opportunity slipped. 46th move white plays knight d4. White brings the knight to support the c-pawn and control key squares. Black's resistance collapses and resignation follows. Conclusion: the turning idea was white's energetic pawn pushes and piece activity. The passed c-pawn backed by active pieces decided it. Note the critical inaccuracy at 45 cos7, where different defense could have prolonged the fight. If you enjoyed this move-by-move breakdown, like, subscribe, and tell me which moment you want a deep engine line on. I'll make a follow-up.